Adventures with L.I.A.M. Happy to have you here. Today I'm going to talk about the renovation that took place on our hallway this past couple of weeks. Here's a before video of what the hallway looked like. I won't show the after until the end, but I was very happy with the outcome. I had my lovely husband helping me with this project as well, and it took some time, so let's jump right into it. At this stage of the project, ripped out all the baseboards, took off the remaining nails. You don't want any of the brand nails to be sticking out because that will interfere with your project. It'll make your wood bow. So just make sure you take them out with pliers or a hammer. But right now, I just vacuumed all the debris and started messing with the columns here. I've been pre-cutting all these pieces just to make sure. But these are going to be the column pieces, and all of them are going to be the same length. The header, where the header is going to sit up there, can rest on these columns here. I'm super stoked to get that started. A lot of work to be done still. A little tired, but that's a-okay. Really explain what I use to cut all my wood pieces. I generally use the miter saw there, have the extension out. Forgive the messed up freezer, it doesn't work, but I use it as a table. It's super helpful. And then I use a table saw for a lot of my cuts as well. So those are the primary tools I use for the project. I have this column installed already in two separate pieces. I wanted to do two separate pieces just because for me it makes sense to do two separate pieces and put them together. This side as well, I'm going to do the two pieces. I'm going to put some wood glue on the edges and then clamp them together. We have this edge almost done. This one we need to do more cuts. We ran out of particle board, so we need to go to the Home Depot and get some more particle board. What I did here was pre-drill holes so the wood would not split when installing them. So I'm adding blocking to the columns already that existing there. And that's what that one looks like. So always pre-drill before installing blocking because your wood would split. Fun fact about particle board. Particle board is very difficult to work with. You have to prime it first before applying any spackle or any compound on there, any joint compound on the particle board, because it will crack and just fall off. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go through a couple layers of compound just to, make sure it's even, make it that seamless look, nice and polished. And then, yeah, but particle board is not easy to work with. Here's where I'm at. I've been mudding the cracks and the little open gaps for the columns. Done it on that side too. But what I need to do next is cut the rest of the remainder of the boards and install those next. Alrighty, so I have the base of the columns down, nailed it and everything, put some joint compound, waiting for it to dry, and then I'm going to sand it. I'm so excited. And then I have to work on those columns over there. But slowly but surely, this is gonna look great. been really bad about recording progress videos. That's a-okay. I've got this upper trim installed and on this side as well. So now it's off to start shaping the boxes inside the wall. And let me show you how I brought the edge pieces, or not edge pieces, the trim pieces. They're longer than, I think 24 feet. I could be wrong, but our car only can take 12. So I just cut it in half there at Home Depot, and this was the outcome. All of our trim pieces are in there. I was able to get them in there without the problem. So sorry, my hand was in the way. I won't show you my license plate, but now I got to work on the trim pieces. I framed the walls with tape just to give us some dimension. I put a mirror up there just to get a better idea of what I want the wall to look like. Did it on the other side as well. Looks pretty good so far. Now I have to cut the trim pieces and install those. I'm really bad at filming these small segments, but I have the trim installed. Already started caulking on the inside and on the outside, but I still have a lot to do. I have to caulk up there as well. I managed to do all the trim pieces on the wall. That's what it looks like right now. I'm so excited for it to just come all together, and it's just looking so good. And now my next step is to work on the tops. Oops, crooked grandma. But yep, work on the tops of the columns here. I'm a sweaty mess, but that's a-okay. We had a little bit of a dilemma. Our face of our columns fell off while I was gone at Home Depot. We had to come up with a different alternative. And Keith sent me a picture, insert photo here. But the face of it fell off and I had to improvise. And this is what inspired these little ledges to hold up the little thin pieces because nailing them in wasn't good enough. I feel busted, but that's okay. We are in the final stages. Everything's done. Everything's caulked. So now I'm preparing the floor for, we're going to spray the walls instead of rolling and doing the paintbrush. That's just too much. We are finally done painting. So this is the outcome after us painting everything. As you can see, all the walls are painted. 2 different colors. We have Alabaster on the walls, and then we have our normal like beige color on this side of the wall. But I know I did a poor job filming the process of the paint and not showing that we sprayed on the paint. It was a lot of work, so I couldn't multitask between filming and then actually doing the spraying of the paint. So that is it for our project. Keith is doing some touch-ups along the way, but we should be finished here. And then I'm going to post before and after pictures.